sitting here, I was trying to think of what story to tell, and honestly, I decided on this one just because I had a title for it. So Jordan Moss, I live with Jordan Moss, if anybody knows Jordan in here. So, yeah, give it up. He's the man. He told me I could do a little medley of my stories, so I decided I'm going to do a little medley. And so with the theme of roll with it, I've had a few unfortunate situations, I guess you could say. So I grew up in the country, and I hated mowing, hated it. So one summer, I was home alone, I had to mow. I was like, man, I've done this so many times. I could totally do it blindfolded. So I went inside, got a blindfold, and I blindfolded myself, and I went outside and mowed. And we had a big yard, so usually takes 4 or 5 hours, whatever, to mow. I was out there, I think it lasted maybe a minute. It was going pretty well, honestly. Then I crashed into the swing set and broke the swing set and the lawnmower. So my parents don't actually know that yet. So if they find this on YouTube, whoops. So that was middle school. Then high school comes around, and it's homecoming time, and I guess I was in charge of the homecoming float, and I forgot about it until the morning of the homecoming parade. So I'm running around trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, and I see this sign on the wall. It says class of 2014. So I grab it, take it off the wall, and bring it outside, and I grab 2 kids in my class, say, carry this, we're gonna be in the parade. And so then I run to my car, and usually you throw out candy, throw out something during the parade. We didn't have any candy, so I go to my car, try to find something. The only thing that I could find in my car was one of those big containers of wet wipes. So my junior year homecoming parade float was 2 kids holding a sign and me passing out wet wipes. And I'm serious, the teachers of the elementary school kids loved it. They were so happy about that. They thought I was the smartest kid ever, and it ended up working out. Gonna go out of order. I'm gonna come back to the Japanese flower blossom since it's the title. I'll finish with that. So college comes, and I figure, oh man, I got life figured out. This is all good. And I'm going to be a teacher. I'm gonna be a math teacher. And I had a practicum, so I was at. Thank you. Yeah. I always say that I take the easiest degree, which is education, and then I make it really, really hard by doing math. So, so I'm at my practicum. I'm at the high school. I was a freshman in college, and it's going well. Just kind of doing my thing, and all of a sudden I feel kind of sick. So I decide I can make it. 10 minutes left in class. I can make it. So I wait. Class is done. I walk into the hallway, and I pooped my pants. So I'm standing there, freshman in college, and it's like, what do I do? And I'm just standing in the hallway. All the kids are gone, and I don't know what to do. So I run to the nearest bathroom, clean up best I can, and I go home to the dorms. So I'm sitting in the dorms, and I just I shower first, of course, and then I just lay in the dark for 2 days. It was a weekend, thankfully. And man, I was gonna ask a girl on a date the next day, and I thought, no. I'm not ready for that. But, so good news, brought that back. That girl that I was gonna ask out on a date, we're getting married this summer. So, yeah, no, yeah, I mean, pooping the pants didn't help anything. But I turned it around. So going back now to the Japanese flower blossom, this was in high school. I was in Columbus, and I was walking around downtown, and I saw this this tea salon, and I was a high school kid. I love drinking tea. Anybody like tea out there? Yeah. So I go into this tea salon, thinking I'm gonna drink some Snapple because I love Snapple. So so the first thing I see when I walk in it says, "Please wait to be seated." So I wait. I had a friend with me. We just wait for it, and then finally someone comes and brings to our table and give us a menu, and there's no Snapple on the menu, not one. And so there's like 100 and something different kinds of teas, and we have no idea what's going on. So we call the waitress over and we say, "We're overwhelmed. We don't know what we're doing. Please help." And she didn't help at all. She said, "Well, if you like kind of a delicate tea, you should go with an Eastern Chinese tea. And if you like more of a harsh, flavorful tea, go with an Indian chai tea. And then, but if you like an artsy tea, go with the Japanese." So that didn't help anything. I wanted Snapple, just a peach Snapple. That's it. And man, so we're sitting there, and we decide, let's be artsy. Let's get the Japanese flower blossom. So we got that and an Indian chai because we didn't know what we were doing. Turns out it comes in big old pots, not just a cup. So then we had to drink a bunch of tea. So the Indian chai came out first, and it was good. I liked it a lot. And then the Japanese flower blossom came. And it was a clear pot, full of water, obviously, and then there's a little ball on the bottom. And then she put it on a stand and lit a candle underneath, and she said, "You'll know when it's ready," and left. Yeah, so again, what do we do? So we sit there and we just look at it. I thought it was ready like 4 or 5 times. And then all of a sudden, this ball at the bottom just opens, and a flower floats to the top, and then the water is green. And I was like, it's ready. Time to drink it. And I'm gonna be really honest, the tea wasn't good. I did not like it. But it was super cool to watch. It was seriously probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Yeah, so I'm way over time, but I'm just gonna leave you with a little bit of advice. Two pieces of advice, I guess. So first one, if you poop your pants, it's okay. You can bring it back. Number 2, did not do that on purpose. Second piece of advice. Go with the artsy tea. Totally worth it.